Assalamu alaikum everyone. This video is about discussion about review on If on a Winter's Night a Traveler by Italo Calvino, an Italian author. It is published in 1979 and it is I have a translated copy of it. I have read different summaries, different passages, different point of views on it, and I am here to share my points, share different things, share my knowledge with you people through this video. First of all, the novel is a postmodern fiction by a postmodernist, Italo Calvino. He is a postmodernist himself because he challenges the old tradition and modernism itself. The novel is written totally in different way as was written in the past, in the old by Shakespeare or Marlowe. You start reading a novel, you get that there is a proper start and climax, and there is a proper resolvement. Story ends in a proper way. There are two types of endings. First is happy ending and other is tragic endings. But this novel is not of such type. It is not a traditional novel. It's a postmodern fiction because the story, you start reading a story and story abruptly ends. You start another story, the story again ends. There is no proper start, no climax, and no proper ending. The book is divided into 22 passages and each chapter is divided into two sections. The writer uses second person point of view to narrate his story. For example, in the very first lines, in first passages, he says that you are the reader, you are going to read If on a Winter's Night a Traveler by Italo Calvino. He himself introduces himself in the novel in the first lines, and he also discusses some art of reading, how to read, how we read on different how we read different works of different stories, and also he categorized different books. Actually, a story If on a Winter's Night a Traveler. Actually, traveler means you travel. You travel means you yourself being a reader and being the protagonist of the story. Actually, the protagonist of the story is the reader. And with the book, you also make a journey. Sitting at a place, you make different journeys of different countries, different places. You meet different people. There is some complex people, there is some simple people, and the story is created actually through you, means you reader. The writer is creating a story. When you read and you read different passages, different lines, you think that you are creating a story and you are the protagonist and hero of the story. But when you read the next passages, you think that you are nothing, you are not writer, you are not protagonist. The story has no proper start, no climax, and no proper ending, which makes it I think a postmodern fiction. It's also postmodern fiction because the writer uses different genres, different point of views. Sometimes he uses first person point of view. Do you think why the